Outreach Coordinator at ORS, and your race series is wrapping up for the season?
Yes, our 2023 ORS race series is coming to an end with the traditional 19th year of the Jackson Turkey Trot.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we're super excited about that.
How was the season?
Oh my goodness, I have so many stats here that we could go over, but I think the most rewarding is that the series itself is growing. People of Jackson and surrounding areas are coming out. We're seeing so many families, from littles to parents to grandparents to aunts and uncles, all coming to the races and participating together as a family. And the Turkey Trot is another really great example of this traditional race that has that every year. So it's a really great end cap to the series. As of this morning, 417 people have been registered for the Turkey Trot.
Wait, what?
417 to date.
Wow.
And that last year, if you look at this, last year there were 763. So
Total?
Still got a couple of weeks participated.
Okay.
That doesn't include the people that did the virtual or registered. Those are people that actually participated in person.
Okay.
And this is a huge race, and with the trajectory of the series in general, I mean, we could very well surpass that number this year.
Here's some photos from last year's trot. Yeah, I was going to say, Melissa, the ORS race series,
Look at that little guy.
it's turned into, I don't know if whoever thought it would get this big. It's huge.
What a cool family tradition
It
for
really is.
Thanksgiving
It's
morning.
turned-
Speaking of the Turkey Trot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have some people in my family that do this, not me.
Yeah, right there.
Oh,
yeah.
there they are.
There they are.
The other Hollies.
The other Hollies.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
Good for them.
that's very nice.
Yeah, it's fun to hear the stories of the individuals that come up to the tent, leading up to the race or after the races, just saying, we're in town for the holiday, and this is something we've been doing as a family for years on years on years. So it's just really fun to see that and really get to see those people on, oh, I remember you from last year, or I remember you from a couple of years, and seeing the kiddos getting bigger, or, people really doing well on their own individual health journeys.
So this is such a cool thing that ORS does for the community. Kind of, what's the why behind it?
Well, we're a privately owned physical therapy company, and for us, it's really important to push the health and wellness initiatives. And it's not just with the patients that are inside of all of our walls; it's the community in general. And that's what ORS is all about: is making people aware of their health, and movement matters, and making those events a possibility for everyone. And that's really the why. Is we want people to have these events that they feel empowered to do.
I like that movement matters.
Yeah, for sure. You've partnered with some great organizations that have helped you with this race and this race series, and a lot of the partners have showed a lot of involvement, and that's been great.
Absolutely. I think just from the second that we started taking this over, or that I've been a part of it, there's been so much community support, which we would not be able to do what we do if it wasn't there. And some are ones that you don't necessarily see at present at the races, and then there's others that are there and have come to one race, and then they're like, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. When's the next one? We can't wait. And have really made it possible for us to elevate the participant experience as well as our prizing, and we wouldn't be able to do that without them. And obviously one of them is you guys here at JTV. The pictures that are out there, the amounts of times that I see people share them and say, oh my gosh, and tag people in it, that's literally the first thing people go to. If they're competitive, they look for their results, but then after that they want to see themselves in pictures, and that's been huge. I mean, we've had great support from Fortress Cafe, from M&K Jetting and televising, which again, it's been great to see people become passionate about something that I've really grown to enjoy a lot myself.
Yeah, tell the story about Mark actually competing in that race.
What? Oh yeah, he participated in the Oktoberfest, our race.
Thanks to ORS.
Mark, two new knees.
Thanks to ORS, he was able to.
There he is. Yeah. So that was one of the things that he spoke about when he addressed the group at the beginning, was just saying, because of ORS, I've been able to walk again, and and to do these things. And he actually participated with his family, which was super fun. And when he crossed the finish line, he talked about how many people actually approached him during the race and just said, thank you so much for your support of the series, and congratulations to you on your participation in this race. So on that, it's just been, you get chills with those types of stories. So we're very fortunate and grateful for the support.
You mentioned some other stats. Hit us.
Yeah, so all of our races this year, and this is our 11th race and all of our races have seen an uptick in participation. And it's significant from 2021 to 2022 and 2023.
Okay.
So for the series in general, I don't know if you're aware of this, but we do end of series awards, and to qualify for end of series awards, you have to participate and complete just over half of the races.
Okay.
So we have 11, so that equals 6.
Okay.
So in 2021, we had 21 people qualify for awards.
Okay.
In 2022, we had 45.
Wow.
So that's double.
Yes.
Just about double, right? And then so far, in 2023, we have 65.
Wow.
65 people qualifying right now, and we have 16 that if they participate in the turkey trot will then in turn qualify. So that's another 16 people to add to that.
Nice.
So I mean, it's working, this health and wellness journey in this event, and people really feel, engaged with it, and it's that is just so much fun to see.
Oh, that's amazing.
ORS was out at the cross-country state finals at MIS this weekend. That's
We
always
were.
a fun morning
It's,
for
I
you
think
guys.
our 18th year of doing it.
Wow.
From what some of the other individuals that were there that day said, they've been doing it for 18 years.
I love the finish of this race because it is.
Is that you?
You guys
That's
didn't tell
Melissa.
me you were pulling these pictures out. Yes, that is me. That is me.
Have you ever seen the end of a race, a cross-country race?
Well, yeah.
There's
No,
been
the one at
this
MIS.
one.
Oh, no.
This one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Is it crazy?
It's crazy. These kids are literally giving more than they have,
Yeah.
more than they have to finish. And a lot of times, they just collapse, and you're there to make sure they get up, keep moving, things
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
Movement matters.
100%. Well, yeah. And so the individual on the far right of that picture is Dr. Garrett Row. He is a physician that volunteered his time to come and be a part of our medical staff this year.
Wow.
So
Looks
I
like he
think
might
that's
be from-
another
Is he
thing.
from Cincinnati Medical?
Well, that's where he did his residency.
Okay.
He's actually a University of Michigan physician, but in that he volunteered his time. He came out on that day and hung out with us to help triage those individuals, and that was a really fun event. Those kids, oh my goodness, impressive.
Very impressive.
Yes.
All of them.
Yeah, it was
All
nice
of
to see
them.
such a cool local presence, but it's always really fun to see how many schools come from all over the state,
Oh, yeah.
right to
The,
Little
lo-
Brooklyn,
the
Michigan.
lower,
That was so
yeah,
cool.
lower peninsula.
Yeah.
Those kids, and they were all so sweet and so
Yeah.
nice and so very excited. You could see them coming across the finish line and then waiting for, their fellow competitors to finish. And I think the one race that I watched, there were the top 5 girls in that race waited and walked each other out. So they all walked out as a group, which was really cool. That
That's
camaraderie was
amazing.
really fun.
Yes, I love that about that sport.
Yeah. So the turkey trot coming up one more time, and you can sign up right now.
Yep, ORSRaceSeries.com. Yep, and that will be Thursday, November 23rd. Thank you. 9 a.m. It'll start with the kids run at 8:45, 10K at 9, and 5K to follow. Great family fun. Register today.
Thanks, Melissa. We will see you there.
Thanks, guys. It was great to see you.
Melissa Burgett from ORS and the ORS Race Series. More of the show right after this quick break.